And welcome back for another episode of an Epic Norse start of Crusader Kings 2. And we have a lot of work to do in the current situation, in the current map of things. There is much to do. We have a rebel revolt to put down in Tavastia. That will be over shortly. We have land that needs to be retaken, some minor wars to wage out Yander in Finland for some of these minor provinces that have broken away. We've granted some independence to Germanic rulers, old Germanic rulers that haven't adopted the Reformed faith, both of whom will hopefully die, so that we can declare war on them quicker. Looking at our vassal list for people that are following the old faith, there's still a couple. And they'll just have to be dealt with in their own turn. Our seer is apparently leading troops, so let's get rid of him from leading troops so that we can send him to proselytize. And hopefully convert some of those rulers so we don't have to let them go either. Are any of so he's going to die and we're going to inherit him. He's Old Germanic. We're looking at our vassals that have the Old Germanic faith. This guy isn't our problem. He's Nidaros' problem, who is Old Germanic. But this guy's 24, so we're going to try to convert him if we can, one way or another. We could have him killed. We could try to assign Guardian to his son, which he won't accept. Opland, same thing, this guy's 16. I hate that we cannot imprison heretics. And revoking titles from heretics is not in our best interest. So let's get this rebellion out of the way. Clear out some of these notifications. Our brother is revoking titles and having troubles of his own. We'll probably have to subjugate him. Although we are hoping his stats are slightly better than ours and he's our heir, so if we can get him to inherit our lands, then we'll be in better shape. And we're going to catch this rebellion before they can move to another province. Crush them. Crush them, kill them. We could piece out of that. That was an old Germanic. Oh, that's so weird. We had a vassal convert this Finnish province to Germanic faith, and then we reformed the faith and it didn't take. Looking at the map right now, 4 of our domain provinces are following the old Germanic faith still, so we're going to have to convert those. Oh, we fulfilled our ambition to become a paragon of virtue. Can we amass wealth? We can amass wealth, so let's amass wealth. We should probably go raiding. To try to get the Viking title. Domain too big. How's our domain too big? Oh. So we're gonna give Jilland away. Now our domain is no longer too big. We are looking good on troops. Too many boats. Let's take a look at where all of our boats are. 87 boats. That's 870 gold that we could go and raid from various places. That we could go and pillage. I think we should do it. 87 boats, 8,700 troops that we could take raiding. I say let's raise all of our troops. Let's load them onto boats. And let's go on a grand raiding spree. Yeah, this sounds like a good one. This sounds like something the Vikings would do. We'll have everybody meet up in Schleswig. So that we can merge our troops and toggle raiding on. And then we are going to go out and just get a ton of gold and prestige from all across the world. Starting with Friesland, because it looks like Friesland is part of Middle Francia and it's isolated. So we're going to drop our troops there first. We'll probably hit Kent and Sussex next, maybe Middlesex. Brittany will be a great target. But we want to get our ruler the Viking trait. And we want to pick up some new prisoners. So we can hold a great blot. And our heir went back. It's going to keep going back and forth between our brothers. It's going to keep shifting back and forth. Whoever's going to get whoever our heir is going to be, because of elective gavel kind is going to keep shifting back and forth between our brothers, which will be annoying, but it is what it is, and I don't really care. Cleve's independent. Our brother in Denmark's doing some work. think he's going to take all of this land for himself. In Scania, because he already has Holland, Bornholm, and the 2 Danish islands. Teach one of our generals to be aggressive in combat. Yeah, so our brother now controls all 6 of these provinces, which is good for him. Good for us should we die, or if he dies, we inherit all of his stuff. But we don't have a son. Our other brother doesn't have a son. We have a daughter, and our brother in Denmark has a daughter. There's the Viking trait that we were looking for. There it is. We're going to load up so much gold. 920 gold we can load up. Gelry appears to be revolting. So let's go ahead and hit Gelry. I don't think the Saxon army is going to do anything about it. So somebody converted to the new Germanic faith, but it wasn't the chief. We might need to appoint some more commanders. And we got some Swedish warriors. In Upland, which is good because I think our... Yeah, so Wormaland... Our truce with him expired because he died. We can appoint a new chancellor. We've appointed a chancellor that is of the old faith. So we're going to send him a gift. He still won't accept religious conversion. We'll make him a herdman, and that still doesn't quite do it. And he's actually one of our commanders too. But if we can get that guy converted, we may be giving him some provinces soon, because he's got good stats. Cleve raised their troops for some reason. They are defending against the Scottish-Northumbrian War for something or another that nobody gives a shit about. Ghent down here is part of Saxony, and there's a lot of stuff in there that we could potentially raid, so that's where we're going to march to next. forget Cleve. We're going to march against Ghent. There's 2 cities there. It's fantastic. And if Saxony is busy with some kind of a war, then this should be easy pickings. And we don't have to move our boats. And our brother is still trying to conquer stuff. He's attacking the Saxon revolt for Ostfriesland. Good on you, brother. Keep it up. Keep trying to do whatever it is you're trying to do. And we have another uprising, which we can use these. We can use these event troops to put down. And we are going to call our vassals into this war. To put down the revolt. Seems like a good plan, but we can't lose track of what our raiders are doing. Franconia, I haven't seen that title before. Interesting. So hopefully more vassal troops will get to... Yeah, we're gonna have plenty. We are gonna have plenty of vassal troops. And Ghent is starting to fall. To the raiders. There's plenty of troops. We're gonna have our generals fight this battle. And we're gonna stay with the raiding troops. Another siege in Ghent, 1. That's 2 in a row. We can put down revolts. And we got another prisoner from it, so now we're at 3 prisoners. I think once we get a 4th, we'll hold our great plot. There's an idle council member to assign, and a million notifications to dismiss, and I'm sure there's some stuff in those notifications that is, oh, we only have 4, or 3 prisoners now. Oh, we just got our 3rd prisoner. Derpy McDerperson. Once we get our 4th prisoner, that's when we'll declare the war. So let's take a look at our opinion. Our brother in Nuamadal, we're going to leave him to hang out because we're going to give him Jamtland once that guy finally kicks the croaker. Housing land. might want to improve relations with him. Maybe Oland or Moore. I think we're actually going to take our chance, so we're going to drop him in Moore. Because Moore doesn't... He has reason to dislike us for the titles that should be his that we've taken, or that Sigurd took that we inherited, but our daughter can be educated. So let's pick a good-looking, loyal vassal to do that. Like the Chief of Lapland has pretty good stats, and that'll make him like us more. Still raiding down Saxony, getting all this gold. We're already at, not even halfway there on the gold, but we're already at 315 gold. I don't know what we're going to do with all that money once we get back. We're going to hit Kent next. I've decided. Kent is worth good money. That is where the good money is in Kent. And we are losing money right now with all of these boats out. Ooh, Lapland converted to the Germanic faith. And we destroyed the Ghent tribe. Sucks, but this is the way of the world. And now off to Kent. I think that's like a pretty interesting mechanic that titles can be destroyed completely. Not titles, holdings. Holdings can be completely destroyed. Oh, we made the guy in more like us more. But I do think that's a pretty interesting mechanic. Because it can sort of screw you in the long run. If you're going to go conquesting England and France, that is, as the Danes. Destroying lands that will eventually be yours. Ooh. So we converted this guy's province, but not him. And his heir is somebody of our faith. I think seeing how things are going, I think we are just going to go ahead and assassinate him. We are going to plot to kill him. And if people find out that we're a murderer, oh well. I think that's going to be something that we're just going to have to deal with in this campaign. Oh. We inherited Westergothia back, because that gentleman died. So let's see there's any people of my religion that are men that are not already rulers, that, let's sort by age. Because we're kind of making a gimmicky viceroy system here by picking folks that are too old to have children. This guy's a dutiful cleric. He has a claim on Nidaros. He's 52. I say, let's give you a go at converting these provinces. Hopefully his cleric skill, not quite balanced out by the rest of his horseshit skills, will allow this old fucker to convert a province or two before he kicks the pot, before he dies, before that asshole dies. We have a new seer who's gonna proselytize in our domain because we don't want to deal with rebellions as we lead our way through Kent. We are getting dangerously low on gold. We've been losing some troops. So I think after Kent we'll hit Sussex and then bring the fleet back. Denmark. So Denmark is passing laws. Our brother in Denmark is passing laws, and it says the lords of blah 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 have approved the institution of whatever law. I didn't read the whole thing, but he controls all of Denmark. He controls every single county in Denmark. So I don't know what kind of fucking vote that is. So there's 1 temple, 2 temples, 3 temples. So there's 3 temples, and then he has 6 provinces. So there's no voting there. He's just the complete and total despot of Denmark. And we are going to have to declare war on our brother. And our brother's going to war with Saxony. Dude, you didn't learn. You lost to Saxony already. You lost to Saxony already. I don't know why you're going and trying to do that again. But oh well. What can you do? Oh. And the old guy that we just selected to take over, he already kicked the bucket. That's the term I'm looking for. He kicked the bucket. Kicked the bucket already. And gave us a bunch of gold, which is going to let our raiders keep going to get even more gold, because gold is just fantastic. So we're going to select this guy, who's already dead. This guy's 42. He's the seer of Tavastia. This guy looks like a good choice for Westergothia. Gaul and Nark. Hopefully he'll convert any of them. We just siege down Arendal. we increased Moore's opinion with us some more. I remember Oland needed a little convincing, so we'll drop our Chancellor there. Uh-oh. Okay, nothing. I thought it said the old fart that we just put into Westergothia had a son, but I read it wrong. And Sussex is almost raided out. Trying to think of where we want to hit next with this nice raider army. We're up to 610 gold. 610 fucking gold. I think we're gonna hit East Anglia. We're gonna bring the troops back. We're gonna hit East Anglia. And if we land the troops in Norfolk, they probably won't do anything. Oh. I hate heretics. Heretic! It always makes, the word heretic just makes me think of, oh, Heligoland's split apart, there's something. And it's all Old Norse. So we can declare that war there. So we should probably, once these raiders come back, we're going to declare war. The raiders are doing pretty good. We want to fill up these boats with loot. We're at 32 minutes, so we're going to conclude this episode and continue recording, obviously. And we'll be back in a few. Like and subscribe. This is getting chaotic. This is certainly getting chaotic. We have a number of wars to declare, which we're about to have a bunch of gold to back. We need to subjugate our brother in Denmark. We need to declare some holy wars to get this purple one right in the middle here. Wermeland, Heligoland, Nordland, Finnmark, Kola, Kanta, something or another, Karelia, Savo, and probably another war on Novgorod, and maybe a holy war on Livonia, and then we'll be able to form the Empire of Sweden. So that's where we are, and we are going to leave off there. We'll be back in just a few.